source for profit. Hear what you need to know to succeed in today's real estate market.
Hey, what's going on today? Thursday, November 12th, 2020. Checking all the levels. Looks like we're looking good. So today, I spoke to a couple potential investors. Actually talked to 4 people today about doing some deals together. And before I begin, let me just make sure you understand. My name is Barry Cunningham. I am the host of this show Monday through Friday, or those days when I actually get the time to do this. But things are happening rapidly, and I hope you guys can see it. And I don't want to be known as the purveyor of bad news. I want to be the purveyor of reality. I want to be the person who brings it to you straight. I'm not the realtor that's going to tell you it's a great time to buy. I'm not that guy. If you're looking for that guy, I'm not it. I'm going to bring it to you straight. And sometimes that offends people. If you get offended, well, you know what you need to do. Just hit that button that says delete, turn off, or whatever. But those of you who remain, who are looking to make money in real estate, you have to understand the reason why I even do this and get on in front of this camera and talk to this camera like I'm talking to a person is because I'm here to make money. I have fun at the beach with my wife, and we do different things, and I love my Madden football games and basically going out to different places with her to dinner. That's that stuff. This is about making money. No other reason for me to be doing this. If I wasn't doing this to basically look for a way to get involved with people to generate profit, then there'd be no reason for me to even be doing this show. I'm not here. I don't need to practice. I'm not looking to sell a course. I'm looking to do deals. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, doesn't really matter. I'm looking to do deals. If you're an investor, you know that I'm looking for investors because I'm getting my war chest together because I can see what's coming and I'm salivating over it. So, our elections are, I don't know, kind of over. Who knows what's going on? But let's just, again, like yesterday, let's just assume at this point, we can always change. We already know what the last 4 years have given us, so it's going to be easy to revert back if we have to. But the new horizon is we have to assume that January 20th, Joe Biden becomes the president. I'm not making any decisions, declarations. That's not what I'm here for. My thing is I have to make sure that I am prepared to move either way. And in that regards, I can impart some information to you guys so you're prepared either way. Because if we're not prepared, we have actually prepared to fail. You don't prepare for success, you are preparing for failure. And I'm not looking to fail because I see so much opportunity. So let me talk a little bit about some of that opportunity. You saw the cover image today. May have looked a little bit ominous where I wrote, welcome to 2030. I own nothing. I have no privacy and my life has never been better. Just so you know, that wasn't me putting that image together. I didn't put all that together. Of course, I put my big mug on it and I put my, logo and that stuff. But the rest of that was a story, an article, a propaganda piece that's going out across the world right now. That big globalist thing. We're all in this together. Yeah. So what's the future hold for people who bought in to this globalist ideology? I'm not looking to buy any properties in France or Italy or Spain. So I'm sorry. I'm looking to do business here in America. Now, if you're in Italy, Spain, France, and you want to invest in American real estate, give me a call. By all means, make sure you give me a call and we can do some business. I'd love for you to bring some of your money over here in American real estate, but that's not what this show is about. or at least the beginning of this show. The beginning of this show is understanding, we talked about, over the last couple of months, understanding where things were headed, understanding the iceberg in the water. Well, another one has appeared. And actually it's been there, but people didn't want to believe it. I'm seeing a lot of tweets out there that there are some people out there with buyer's remorse. You see, they voted for a guy because they hated the other guy, and they didn't really dig in, and they weren't fed the information that they needed to know. And now people are like, what the hell do we do? What happens if we face 4 to 6 weeks of lockdown beginning in January if he takes office? Well, if you aren't an essential business, you may be screwed. There's no other way to say it. Just let past indicate future. If you look and see what happened, what transpired in March, April, and May of this year, that past is going to predict the future come January if things play out. But it's even scarier than that. Yeah, it's scarier than being in a normal lockdown. So let me just show you. This site here is called the World Economic Forum. And the World Economic Forum is one of those quasi nut job websites, organizations, but they hold a lot of power and they have a lot of money. And one of the things that they're promoting as a part of, quote, equality, community, how they're going to, their vision of a society is that you own nothing, that you have no privacy, and you better be happy. And I didn't write that. That's on their website. You're seeing it right here, the World Economic Forum. And if you dig a little bit deeper, you're going to find out some of the people who've been involved with the World Economic Forum, and it's the people who may be getting voted in. This is no joke. Barry, you're scaring me. Yes, be scared. The idea is to phase out home ownership completely. So what do? Well, the first step is acknowledging that is where things are going. I didn't write this headline. Their 10-year plan is to phase out home ownership, property ownership in its entirety. Did you know that? I bet you didn't, but you should have. I mean, they've even promoted and done some real, what I call propagandish videos. Here's a video that they put together, and in this video, you've got this soy-looking guy looking like he's happy, and in the first couple seconds of this video, watch the first couple of seconds in this video, and as you see it right here, you'll own nothing, and you'll be happy. And he's smiling. I don't own shit. I don't own anything, but I'm really happy. The propaganda, the mental programming that's being done right now is insidious. It is so anti-capitalist, it's not funny. What are you going to do? These people mean this. They mean for you not to own anything. And we've seen that they do what they mean. Nobody wanted to believe that we were going to end up locking down again. No, I'm not going to lock down. No, I'm not going to lock down. And we haven't even done the whole Bible swearing yet. And already, they're saying they may lock down for at least 4 to 6 weeks. They've already declared Thanksgiving and Christmas off guard. There's no coming home. There's no college kids, if they're in school, aren't allowed to go back to their homes and enjoy Thanksgiving. Chicago's shutting down. California's shutting down. No, you can't come home and eat turkey and open presents. Now, they say it's because of the COVID, but who knows? Who knows what nefarious reasons they have for wanting to keep us locked down like lab rats. And as a capitalist in real estate, you need to be prepared. Like I said, if this is bothering you and you're into the socialist agenda, then this isn't the program for you. It's all this here. We want to make money. That's it. I'm a source for profit. I'm looking for people who want to make money. So what do? I mean, so as they implement this Vulcan mind mend of telling people, no, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. And you notice that guy in the video here. Let me go back to it real quick. This guy is obviously a 20-something. You know, he's got his hoodie on. He's not looking to make a whole bunch of money. He's just looking to basically exist. You've seen the bumper sticker, coexist. They're fine with that. Point number one. And then after this, we'll go ahead and take a quick break because I know I've spoke pretty long here. But new article comes out today on Yahoo Money. And this is something I've been saying. And we're seeing the signals. And here it is. Here's the signal. Today, and I just want to highlight the dates so nobody thinks I'm serving up any spilled milk. But what we're seeing here is the first-time home buyers hit lowest level in almost 20, 30 years. First-time home buyers hit lowest level since 1987. Does that shock you? It should. It means that people who basically progress up the ladder, people who buy initially starter homes, go into the next level, move into the suburbs. It's not happening. It's cratering. Because people, in my estimation, are being programmed that buying property, buying your own piece of land is not where they want to be, and it's looked upon as bad. You're a capitalist. You're occupying the land that all of us deserve to have. I didn't say it. I just showed you where they said you will own nothing. And in fact, if you go to the next frame of this video, let's go ahead and let me fast forward to the next frame. And right there. Right there. Read that. Whatever you want, you'll rent. They don't want you owning anything. Don't own your car. Don't own your house. Go into restaurants, not have to pay. They want to make it all service product oriented, where the good of the community is just everybody feeds from the same trough. You don't need to be in any better situation than I'm in. And so as a result, we're seeing right now, and what's beginning to happen is the lowest level of home buyers since 1987. So this information should scare you. Now, I've almost I've gone way over. So at this point, I might as well just keep going. Then you're like, well, you know, if staying home for 4 to 6 weeks, that's not too bad. You know, I've learned to adjust. I'm home right now. I'm not in a studio anywhere. I'm doing deals. I'm talking to investors. And in addition to all that, you know, we're making money. I enjoy the ability to talk to people through these videos and discuss projects, opportunity zone development, quick flips, Section 8 rentals, making money. That's the whole idea behind it. So you already know that a Biden administration is going to look to raise your taxes. going to look to take more of the money that you have and put it over here. You already know that. You already know that they're looking to impart some sort of environmental friendly stuff where they're going to make you retrofit your roof, your windows, and everything else. Where's the money coming from? It's coming out of your pocket. Or they're going to take the property if you can't afford it. But now, on top of all that, now they're floating something else, and this was just a bridge too far for me. Now they want to go ahead and tax you 5% if you work from home. And this isn't like, 5% of X or Y. This is 5% of your gross. It's an additional tax. It's like an excise tax. It's something you're going to have to pay in addition for the privilege of working in your own home. And again, it's down here. It says, and do I have it big enough? Let me blow it up so you guys can see it. Survey found that half of workers wanted to continue working from home for the 2 to 3 days a week after the pandemic. 5% tax rate on those days on the average salary could raise $48 billion in the U.S. You need to pay for all that free shit, right? Yeah. So, and love this. This would cover the cost of grants for people who can't work from home and are on lower incomes. Whoa. Grants for what? Grants for people who can't work from home and are on lower incomes? So you want, again, redistribute wealth. And it doesn't matter, like, there's no lower ceiling. They just want to take 5% of your money and give it to other people. And, here's the reason why when they stated here. They're saying working from home means that people are saving on everyday costs such as travel, lunch, clothes, and cleaning, and possibly spending less on socializing. So are you seeing this? Are you seeing this was a grand plan, possibly? I mean, read that again. Working from home means that many people were saving on everyday costs such as travel, lunch, clothing, cleaning, and possibly spending less on socializing. Hey, since you guys aren't doing anything but working at home from now, and you're still making money, you don't have to be traveling. Some of us are on diets. You don't have to eat as much. You don't have to clean your clothes as much to go in the office. So that money you would have been spending that you thought you were actually saving, no. We want it. Bring it. And what are they going to do with it? And how much would it be? Okay, then you have to go back to the top of the article. It would raise $48 billion a year in the United States. Okay, so what are we going to do with that money? We're going to give grants for people who can't work from home and are on lower incomes. You seeing this bullshit? Are you okay with that? I mean, it's not like we, wanted to be home. I created this studio and put it together out of necessity because, the big office building was closed. I still have to maintain an office because Google makes you have an office. If clients want to meet me, I'm not going to bring them to my house. I still have to have an office where I can bring people. So, everything they say there isn't exactly true. I don't think it's true for you who are sitting here watching this. Think about it. I want you to tell me. I still travel. I still have lunch meetings. I still have to clean my clothes. And while I may not go to a bar or something, how do you know I'm spending less on socializing? Wife and I just bought a new shotgun. We go to the range. It costs money to shoot the thing. But that's none of your business what I spend my money on. You just can't assume that, because we're working from home, we just want to take 5% of your money. That's what they're doing. So how do you prepare? What do you got to do? Well, I've said it a number of times, and I'll say it again. There are only two types of deals that I want to see right now. Unless you can tell me that this stuff is going to stop, there are only two types of deals that I want to get into. I want to get into deals where I can look at some distressed properties or stuff that I can go with value adds and cut down on the listing price that have enough of a spread where I can still make a profit with holding the property and flipping it. I'm not going to get involved in any heavy rehabs. Not going to do it. The time value of the money, I don't know where things are going to be in 90 days. I want to be able to get in, turnkey that house, and get out if I'm flipping it. Forget the television. Forget that stuff is insane. You'll go broke watching those television shows. I feel like the movie Rodney Dangerfield when he said back to school, and he's like, hey, well, you got to pay the Teamsters. Yeah. Dude, ladies, there's so much. If you've been doing deals, you know those shows are just full of crap. Absolutely full of crap. All that's going to do. I mean, I've seen people in there with sledgehammers, and I'm like, okay, you went from purchasing the property to demoing it, and you didn't tell anybody about the architectural costs and building a blueprint. You didn't talk to anybody about the permit plans. I saw one show where the guy said, hey, listen, we bought this house for $200, and what we're going to do is we're going to put, $30,000 into it, and we're going to sell it for $230, and we're going to make $30,000 profit. I'm like, what planet of math are you on? You didn't talk about closing costs. You didn't talk about resale realtor commissions. Even if you had someone selling it internally, like I do, you're not talking about your holding costs on your money. You're not talking about paying yourself. I mean, we're not doing this for free. You got to have a staff. All of that's left out. So forget those shows. And I may do a show tomorrow on those shows just to show you how incredibly insane they are. There's one out right now called Zombie Repairs or something like that. I'm going to take an episode and go through it right step by step and go, oop, you forgot this. That would make for a fun show tomorrow. So anyway, I'm only going to be looking at two ways in real estate for the near future. Quick flips, properties that I can get into, turn them around quickly, have a good spread, and 2, Section 8 rentals. You see, with all this government money being bandied about, it's time for you to get into the government cheese bread line. Help the government, whether you're conservative or liberal. What you see happening right now is if Biden takes office, is going to be a shift. And it's going to be a shift of allocating money from people who are trying to make a lot of money to helping people live. Notice again, I'm going to go back to this article, and you can see it right here. We're going to tax you, and we're going to cover the cost for people who can't work from home and are on lower incomes. Oh, we got to help the poor people. Forget charity. We're taking it from you. I'm not going to wait for you to donate money to Habitat for Humanity. We're going to take money from you, and we're going to spend it as we wish. In this case, $48 billion more per year. Well, I learned a long time ago not to fight City Hall. I realized what a fire marshal could do to a project. I realized what a building permit official can do. They can shut you down. And what I see happening here in the next, once Biden gets in and they start doing things, is there's going to be a shift. If he gets in, I need to be prepared. Do I want him to get in? Doesn't matter. People ask me that all the time from a business perspective. What are you going to do if Biden gets in? I'm going to adapt. I'm going to do what's necessary to continue to profit. Won't lose a beat. Just right through. That's because I'm planning now. And I'm urging you with everything that's happening right now to begin planning for the eventuality of a new administration. Again, if Trump pulls it out and stays in, we already know what we have there. That we already have that game plan. We already have that business model. It's in place. But you'd be foolish to wait until January 20th and go, oh my God, what do I do? That's not good business projecting. You can't forecast that. Trust me, you will be left without a chair when your music stops on January 20th if you wait to see what happens. So right now, go ahead and shift. Begin looking at quick flips, stuff that you can turn quickly, stuff that has enough of a spread, distressed, whatever. So I'm not sitting on a long-term piece of house. I'm not going to do that. Secondly, if I am going to do a house or a duplex or a quad, I'm going to make sure it's Section 8 rented, meaning I'm going to put tenants in there that the government is paying me. I want to be in that government cheese line when it's time to get paid. Like I said, a lot of people won't like this, but those of you who do, you're going to put some money in your pocket. And if you have the right tax attorney and you start doing some things, you're going to be able to keep more of your income because you're making money, you're working within the system that they're putting together, and then on top of everything else, be cash liquid. You got to have cash. You got to put cash away because you don't know what's going to happen. So let me just say it again in closing. 1, look at quick flips with good spreads. And when I mean a good spread, I'm like $70,000 plus spread. Anything with more than $70,000 is a deal I need to be in. It's a deal I want to work with my investors to go ahead and turn these properties, cash out and be gone. Cash out, be gone. Work with a bank, cash out, be gone. Do some transactional deals, cash out, be gone. Number two is look for properties that you can put a Section 8 tenant in and still cash flow to your investors or to yourself. Figure out what your coupon rate is that you need to make, what your internal rate of return is that you want or your investors want. Make sure you can afford that piece of property with the Section 8 tenant in it and sit back. That money's not going away. In fact, it's going to be amplified with the Biden housing voucher that he plans on putting in place. So that's what I'm advising you to do. You can do what you want. You can decide if you want to get into a world where everything is going to be free and look like this guy. You own nothing and you'll be happy. That's not what I want. I don't want to be in a position where I own nothing. It's absolutely absurd. So be careful out there. Again, if you'd like to get involved in a deal, please give me a call. I answer my phone. And if I don't, I'll return your call. Let's do some deals. Seriously, let's do some deals, and let's look at doing deals after the new year and be ready for it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow because I'm going to have a fun show tomorrow when I discuss all that stuff about those fake rehab housing shows on, what is it, Lifetime Television, whatever. They're absurd. They're crazy. After we talk tomorrow, you're going to be like, why am I ever watching these shows again? You shouldn't. They're full of crap. But they're fun to watch. So get your ducks in a row. Be ready. You don't want to be this guy. You don't want to sit around going, I own nothing and being happy. We want to make money. Let's talk. Let's interact. Watch these videos. Let me know what you think. Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Your source for profit. Hear what you need to know to succeed in today's real estate market.